Maybe.
You're all liars. Not maybe. No one likes the work part of it.
If you concentrate on just the work part of it, yes. In the moment,
That's what I'm saying. That's
there are
exactly
moments where
right.
you're like, wow, I just walked into this valley. And there's no one else around, and this is really pretty.
Right, you are literally
amazing.
You are literally
and
proving
I
my
wouldn't have been
point.
able to do this if I couldn't walk
Right,
2 weeks.
Right, and you just proved my point. You literally just proved it. The work is worth, like the juice is worth the squeeze. But the squeeze part is not fun. It's work. But you do it because it's worth it.
Yeah?
Okay, so stop telling
Why
me.
are you yelling at me?
Because you won't let it go, and you keep telling me those stories and trying to convince me that it was so amazingly fun when that's not the correct way to describe it. I came this far for Pokemon. Perfect.
Okay, question.
Yes, go ahead.
Do you feel the same way about video games?
Oh yeah, sometimes, for sure.
Where you're like, this
there's
is
sometimes
not worth it.
Oh yeah, and then I don't do the thing. Yeah, for sure. So right. Junior trainer wants to fight. Perfect. Okay. Perfect example.
Right. So I would be like,
so video games are fun, but they're only fun to an extent, right? So for example, Pokemon, what's fun is like we're battling and we're playing the game and it's fun to play. What's not fun about Pokemon is catching 151 Pokemon. That's not that fun. Like, it's not enjoyable to do it, right? Okay, so
yeah.
So it's not an enjoyable task. Why do you do it then? Well, because you accomplished something. Video games have two things. They have the fun part, which is like the playing of the game. It's fun to like learn a new skill or learn a new like way of fighting, and that's what makes video games so cool, is that like every single game, like you see them all, right?
Right.
I probably have over 100 that are just like here, right? Every single one of them has a different system of playing the game. So you have to literally learn a new system every single time. Every time, right? Okay. The fun part is when you get good, right? And then you can do all these things with it and beat the boss, right? So you've grown in skill, right? But the acquiring of that skill is not always fun, right? So a perfect example, I have completed...
So it's the exact same thing.
Yeah! One! Not you! I am correct! Not Tyler!
After you finish a video game, you're like, sweet, that was fun. I'd do it again.
No, you feel accomplished.
You've never said, yeah, that was a fun game.
No, you would say, what do you mean? Again, those are two different things. Like, I had some fun while I played this game. Yes, I had some fun on this 2-week backpacking thing. Perfect. But I had to learn skills and accomplish things that were not fun. Yeah. Okay. So stop lying to me. Stop trying to tell me that going on a 2-week backpacking adventure is so wonderful, and that everyone like. It's like you're trying to be an advert,
but you're literally
trying to tell me that I should do it. That's what you're doing. No. The point. You're so. That's what's so ridiculous. See you later, Niche and me.
Neshamanema.
That's
glad you had fun with that.
And that's exactly that. Camping is a perfect example of what
Did
we're
you have fun?
about.
Because I had fun.
Oh, this was lots of fun to talk with you.
This is lots of fun.
For me, this is lots of fun. People hate arguing. I love it. And so, and that's another thing too. Is like
But it's
I can understand.
It's like the same thing.
I can understand why people don't like things, and I do like things. It's like you don't naturally like video games the way I like video games. Just like I don't naturally like music the way you like music. Yeah, that's
and
all.
You don't
that's
naturally like going and walking, but I kind of.
Well, no one does. That's what I'm saying. No one likes the walking part. No one likes, like, what they like is the accomplishment.
Yes.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
That's the reason we do anything in this world.
Yeah. Well,
anything.
Not anything. Like, you can do things just for the sake of it because, like, there are things that are fun that you just do because it's fun. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is that,
like, rappelling. Or...
For some people, sure, that rappelling would be that, or mountain biking, or snowboarding, or whatever. But this also goes into like what I was about to say next was, people then get out in front of their skis, and they go too far. They take it way too far, right?
That's the fun part.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me.
When you're like,
tell me how fun
I
kid want to see my Pokemon. No. Tell me the fun part about that kid who crawled into the thing and was like having fun, and now he's dead. Tell me the fun part about that.
Oh no, that's not fun.
That's what I'm saying. People go too far.
Yes.
That's my point, and people are not smart about how far they go. And so then people die. And then it's like, that's what I'm saying about the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is a wonder, and like everyone should go. Everybody. Like it is really that cool as far as just the idea of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Completely in agreement with anyone who would say that. No, that's what I'm saying. Why? You have not, this is my whole argument. You cannot convince me of the why part of why I should do it, and that's why you're failing in this conversation, because you have failed to convince me of it.
Because at the end of the hike you have an amazing accomplishment, and you get the reward of this incredible scenery.
Why do I want that? Why? Again, why do I care?
It's going somewhere where most people are not willing to go.
Okay,
that's really cool.
So you need to sell me on this. That's what you're trying to do, right?
Oh, I'm not a good salesman.
Well, I'm not. I don't even know if you're a bad salesman, but you're definitely not a good salesman to me.
Yeah.
You have not piqued me. I don't care if people go places that I haven't been. I don't care about that at all. You know why? Because I lived 2 years on a different continent. Because I speak another language. Like, you want to talk about an adventure? Then you did this too.
Yeah.
Like, it's an adventure.
Yeah.
Don't tell me like backpacking for 2 weeks where you almost die because you don't have food is a better adventure. No. It's the same reason I will not go on an airplane to Hawaii. Because it's not worth it to me. It doesn't, like, the airplane ride is too much of a risk. Especially now, with all the things happening. Like, it's too much of a risk. And it's just like, that, again, it's the whole Grand Canyon thing all over again. It's like, it is so cool. Like, the Grand Canyon is so, like you haven't, if you've never been there, you have no idea. Like, you have no idea how, like, really grand it is. Like, it is so, like, it is crazy in reality how much, like, it's indescribable. Because it is so, because most of the time if you've gone on a trip, you've seen canyons, right? Especially in Utah. Like, you drive by Bryce or whatever, and then you see the Grand Canyon, you're just like, oh, gosh. Like, it is, but the thing is again, it's just like we're saying, you can't enjoy it because you're literally the whole time making sure that your 5-year-old daughter doesn't do something stupid and end up at the bottom of it. That is so, and it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating.
Uh-huh.
And so you're sitting there upset pretty much the whole time because you can't like enjoy it.
This is not fun.
And yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about the hiking thing. That's literally what I'm saying. Is that okay? The hiking part is not worth it. Just like there are video games that are not worth it.
Let me tell you a story.
There are games that are not worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
Please, hey, Doug.
So, like,
what brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. Well, that was uncalled for. I can at least make them faint. Let's go, pal.
So, I really enjoy Halo. Right? Yeah. But I only enjoy...
You have fun when you play Halo.
Yes.
Okay.
But I only enjoy, like, when I'm accomplishing something. Like the campaign. Right. I really enjoyed playing the campaign.
I am more like that too, actually. Like, I don't care for not mindlessly playing online.
But
I don't care
getting
for
online and having someone else that has spent 10 hours a day for months and months and months.
Right.
And I am just put into the same place.
Right.
As him. And that is not fun.
Right.
That's not worth it.
Right.
And it's like, I'm done. Like,
right.
You know? And another time, like, I've told you this story before where I hadn't played Halo in like 6 years.
Right.
And I was just yelled at and screamed at and sworn at, and I just put the controller down and I told all my friends, I said, you touch it and you cannot touch this.
Right.
Until the game is over.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying.
That was worth it.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I platinumed games, right? That's where you get everything and you get a little trophy. And like the fun of it or the accomplishment of it is that. Right. But it was like the things that I had to do for some of those trophies to get the platinum trophy were not fun. And the thing is the difference between what we're doing is I'm willing to admit it. Like, I'm willing to say, yeah, this isn't, like, that wasn't fun.
Okay.
It wasn't worth it. I'm in agreement. Or maybe not worth it, but, like, that part of it wasn't fun. So, like, when you're saying to me, so, like, again, you're being your salesman now, and you're like, okay, I want Mike to do a backpacking thing with me. So that's like your goal, is to get me to do it with you. So it's like, okay, how do you convince me to do that? And that is what you have failed so miserably at.
Oh.
That's the point.
Yeah,
so it's like you asked me camping. How could I get you camping? You could easily get me camping more than like these death marches that you've gone on. like what? Like,
well, I agree. Like, I can barely make it up 2 flights of stairs right now.
Well, so, like, saying if we were like in shape, like, let's assume that like we're good to go. Right. Let's assume that like we're not, fat pieces of garbage. That's fair enough.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, if we were in shape and we could do it without problems.
Right. And the thing is you will never, I don't know that there's anything that you could do that would convince me to do it. Like, did you like Trek? Did you like the Trek?
No.
Why not?
Because the people I was with was not worth it.
Right. So then again, the people are what matter.
And the location.
Well, the end of the trek, you end up at this like pond thing, and it's like you've accomplished, like when we did it, we were going like how many miles did we walk?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a lot. Mm-hmm. I know they don't really do that now.
Right.
But again, it's like you're telling me you went on a 2-week backpacking thing. That sounds absolutely terrible. And you trying to convince me of how great it is so much bullcrap.
No, you go through some undescribable.
How's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the grown-up Marowak.
Is this Flea?
Yes, I doubt there are any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, pal. Smell you later.
Flea is so enjoyable. Man.
Almost
Jeez.
enjoyable as going on a 2-week.
It was incredible.
It's not!
It was an incredible experience. I'd never do it again.
Yeah, okay, so then what are you talking about? Kiki qua.
Maybe if Owen wanted to do it and I'd lost like under 50 pounds.
Ugh. Yeah, like if Jamie wanted, that's the, again, selling.
Uh-huh.
Like I'll do lots of things with Jamie.
Uh-huh.
And like,
Yeah.
you know, like Brittany asked me about like they're doing a camping trip, I guess, in the ward, and it's like, I'm like, yeah, if Jamie wants to do it, I'll do it. But like, why that?
So, like,
It's
doing it with
amazing.
other
It's
people's
amazing to me
kids.
how little like people know and understand me. And then they sit there, and they don't like my in-laws will like say like camping and all that stuff, and it's like, guys, why do I want to go anywhere where I don't get to sleep comfortably? I have to work to put up my shelter. The food is not like, it's just like usually like hot dogs, right? It's not like you're eating like
Right.
some wonderful meal.
You're not eating a steak.
And then I'm the only one that can build a fire out of any of you, right?
Uh-huh.
So you want me to leave the comfort of my home to
And I go do all of the work.
and I go do all this work,
And I'm still with my in-laws when I turn around.
and it takes money.
Uh-huh.
Gone, evil spirit. It takes
That's
money
true.
to get up there, and if
That's-
like they want me to pull something, it's even more money
Uh-huh.
to do what? Look at a creek?
Uh-huh.
Like, guys, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah.
what
But
what do
some
they
people
think they like
love it.
sold me on?
Yeah. No, and I get it. You just, but it's the same
I
thing
literally
with video
would bring
games.
my
Like,
Switch to play it.
yeah. Like, I would be like, dude,
But here's
I
the
am
thing
so
too,
bored with
is
these
you
video games,
actually
you know?
like some video games.
Uh-huh.
You just there are things that have kept you away from them, like money or time or like other interests that are just more interesting to you, and all that's great. There's nothing wrong with that.
Uh-huh.
And then you come here and you experience it this way, and then this is like a good way for you to experience it through me. Perfect. But Tyler, you will never get me to go on a 2-week backpacking trip for the sake of what accomplishment? What? Because that's the thing too, is tell me what I accomplish. What did I accomplish? What's the thing that I hang my hat on?
You can say, I went to the Havasupai Falls.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's the most incredible waterfall I've ever seen.
You're overselling the waterfall. Who cares?
That's the accomplishment at the end. That's the pot at the end of the rainbow.
I get it,
That's
but
the cool thing.
that doesn't
That's the winning of the video game.
but that doesn't
That's
do anything.
That's the gold. That's the golden. I accomplished 100% of the MacGuffins.
You know, no, I get it.
Watched the whole Lord of the Rings
Right.
trilogy, and I wasted the entire day, but I watched it. It's you.
But that
walk,
doesn't
you get there.
but that
And
doesn't
there is the most incredible waterfall.
but that doesn't but that's what I'm saying.
I would
You are
never go
using-
back and do the trek.
Oh my
because
gosh.
that's
So
not
then
worth it.
So then it's not
There
worth
is
it.
no pot of the end of the gold. There's no accomplishment in it.
What do you mean?
You walk 12 miles and you're like, yeah, I did this for you, Mom and Dad, whatever.
Well, right, because you had the wrong... You are literally proving my point, and you don't even see it.
Yes.
You are literally proving my point. If you did not get anything out of the trek, that's your fault.
Yeah,
it's not the fault of your parent.
It'd be your fault if you didn't get it out of the
So then,
out of the Havasupai fault.
Right, and so, but
I
you're saying
it's worth it.
You're saying the most amazing waterfall.
I'm gonna find someone else that wants to come with.
All of that is hyperbole. The most amazing waterfall. That's hyperbole, and it's an opinion.
Yes.
Okay, so I can't live off of your opinion.
Well, your opinion that these video games are the most incredible thing.
I have never said that. When have I said that? I like them. But they're not like, it's not like what I would go to war for. I wouldn't like, I would give these up for like, I don't know. So like, let's say let's do this. My goal is to get $3 million so I can live off of the dividends. If someone told me, Mike, I will give you $3 million and you never play a video game again, done. Done.
Yeah, I agree.
Because there's so many other things I could do. Now, I'm not saying it'd be easy. I'm not saying that either. Like, any change that is a big part of your life, and video games is a big part of my life, would be hard. But I would do it, and then I would just find something else to be. I'd probably switch to, like, music or movies, or there's so many, or sports. There's so many things that you can do, right?
Right.
But that's my point, is like, this Havasu Fall thing, I'm really happy that you loved it so much.
Yes.
That is so great for you. That is so wonderful. But the thing is like, you're overselling it. And like, that's when I start laughing, because it's like, it's not that it's not important to you or that it wasn't cool for you. That I'm sure it was. Hoo, beat me not. Okay.
Wow.
I think all those things are true and real. But
Channeler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like channeled something.
Oh.
But like, if you're trying to like, because let's say you're not even selling me on it, because obviously I'm never doing this, and like, you don't have the means for me to do it either.
No.
But let's just say you're trying to convince me of how like great it is just that you did it. You're also not doing that either. Like, because it's not, the radar is not like communicating right. It's not like, it's like me trying to convince everyone to watch like an anime. And it's like, look, if you watch the animes I watch, I think you would like them, but it's because they're so like, the animes that I am thinking of are very broad in their scope. So like, it's just like anything. I'm sure that there is a hike that you're talking about that would give me exactly what, like, all these things that you're talking about. I'm sure there is. I'm positive that there is, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to show you this. This is the ghost. It's not actually a Pokemon, so you can't actually like do anything to it. And the ghost just says get out, and the wart and everything is too scared to actually fight it.
Right.
So I wanted to show you this. This is what the tower is for, but there's something more to this that we actually accomplish. And I actually don't remember it actually being right there, so that's interesting. Maybe a random encounter like made it pop up. I'm trying to get to that so that I can actually, that will heal our Pokemon. Okay, cool. So yeah, so this thing is like, something happened, you don't know yet, but we will learn the story. But yeah, so that's like the point. And maybe Havasu would be that thing, but you're also telling me all these other stories where I'm just like, you're driving me nuts. with like, you know, okay, so the Havasu thing is cool because of the waterfall, but don't tell me that a 2-week backpacking adventure where you like the amount of work that would take, or like in my example, the trek. It's like I would like they asked me to do the trek when I was 18. I'd already done it when I was 14. And they were like, "Whoa, we might need you." And it's like, "No, guys.
Like, no, you don't.
No, I'm not going on the trek twice. No." And I stayed home.
Yeah.
And like David did it and Scott did it and all those people did it twice. And it's like awesome. And I sat home doing this, and it's just that's the whole point. Okay.
Right.
We love all of you. Don't worry.
Do you?
About me and Tyler. Part of this is an actual shtick. I'm not actually mad at Tyler. And Tyler is not a yuppie dum-dum person. But that's what makes this fun. Okay.
But I love to egg you on.
I know, and that's why I lean into it. I know what you're doing. Any other last words of wisdom for our fine folks?
Blow on your too hot pizza.
Please
Just
don't
make
burn
sure
your mouth in
blow
front of
on
your
it.
new colleagues, whereby they have probably lost all respect.
Get
for you.
enough sleep. Be good. Tell your wife you love her.
You are going.
Be
You are
nice.
just going on these random like. The pizza thing was good. Just stop it there.
Oh, right. Sorry. Bye.